2015. Yes, right after Project New Wine in Interim headquarters.
Oh, did you participate in?
Oh yes, I
Project New
participated
Wine?
in terms of Project
Interesting.
New Wine.
Okay.
That was I think the second or third
Edition?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, the likes of Rejoice, Gideon, who eventually won.
Who eventually won.
Yes.
Okay.
Gideon.
Yes, Gideon Moses.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, so I was second runner-up, and I think right after then was when it seemed like I had, gotten out there a bit, and then a couple of people spoke to me, I joined the band, and from there it was just...
And you just kept doing it.
That was when I just was like, okay, music.
So you've been keeping the voice.
Well, not like that. I mean, my dad used to play a lot of Ebenezer Obey and Sonia Day, so I used to sing along, but I was never really sure I was really good to sing. I think it was around 2013 when I started to fall in love with some foreign artists. I think way before 2013, but just like the Westlife and the Lights, these guys can sing.
They can sing. Yeah, so you two decided to sing. Okay, let's talk about your journey on The Voice Nigeria. Why did you decide to audition for The Voice this year?
Okay, so The Voice Nigeria has been on my mind for about 3 years. I remember watching. I never really watched season 1 actively, but I remember watching season 2. I started to watch every episode online, and I had made up my mind that somehow, sometime, someday I was going to be on the show. So that was 2017. So 2018 came. 2019, the show didn't come on. So I'm like, okay, I guess there was just this thing about The Voice Nigeria. I felt like it had multiple franchises in other countries. The Voice UK, The Voice America, and the likes. So I'm like, for The Voice to be in Nigeria, it has to be really huge, and then to be on that platform, you have to carry something. So the first thing I had to work on was my low self-esteem. Oh yes, I used to feel less. I remember not.
You're still looking at the roof as we speak.
I never liked going to children's church as a kid. My mom would force me to go there because I felt like they dressed better, they could do better and stuff. So for me to actually go there, I had to...
Does this have to do with your background? Does it have to do with social class?
Social class? Well, I'm not going to attribute it to that, but I mean, to have grown up in Bariga, excuse me, to have grown up in Bariga, there is maybe not every tendency, but just very little tendency of feeling laid back, having to be like, okay, these people from Bagada, these people from Lekki, and they are more, I get. Yeah. So that was like the first thing I had to work on. I decided to work on my self-confidence. I decided to hone my craft well too, so that once I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm confident what I'm sure of what I'm doing. So at some point I had to study, music. I majored in voice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was with my music director in Trem Akoka then.
Okay.
Mr. Harold, Vocal Plus.
Okay.
Oh yes. So I majored in voice, and crash course about 5-6 months I was done, and then I was like, okay, let me just put everything I've learned to work, and that was it.
So the first time, I'm not sure Dr. Precious has watched the auditions and all that, but the first time you had to pick a judge, you picked Dari Atalade, and I could almost guess from home that day that you were going to pick Dari. I mean, quality of your voice and everything. I knew you were going to pick Dari Atalade. So I'm going to give you a quick test. If you're going to pick a Dari song to sing for me this moment, which one would it be?
Dari Atalade's song. I have always loved Not the Girl.
You're not the girl.
Yeah, I have always loved
that used to be my favorite. But right now it's Pray For Me.
Pray for me. Oh yes. Oh,
okay.
Yes.
But then
there's a crime.
I
love that word.
Yeah.
You know we can actually bring Dari over.
Really?
And then have him and Jerry.
And then we now do like a combo.
If you had told me he was coming, I could have made it happen.
And we would have just brought the two of them.
You just wanted to surprise me and surprise yourself. She told me you were coming just this morning.
It was a surprise.
Surprise.
It was a surprise. But the interesting part of it is, so I want you to do that Dari song.
Okay.
So which one?
And then he needs to tell us why he chose Dari. When
Because he
Alade was there.
I don't want Yemi Alade.
What's your
You want my brother to
now?
be chasing woman. You'll be distracted.
No, distracted.
You'll be distracted now.
I love Dari.
Can you see the package?
See, let me tell you something.
Can't you see Yemi's package? Yemi just sang song, bro. She said she's single.
I will choose
single and
Yemi,
searching.
then I'll be going to Dari's class through the back door.
Oh my God.
You don't know there are benefits.
You are
there
crushing on Yemi.
Companies.
Yemi is crushing on you. Since before,
about?
we know.
Yemi is my friend.
Since before, he's been crushing on you. Don't be deceiving. It's been crushing on you. Don't take my brother does not want him.
So first of all, I think the reason I chose Dari was, every coach on the show is amazing, super amazing. I respect Paji a lot. I respect Yemi Alade, and I love Falz too. I love This Is Nigeria,
This is Nigeria.
And
see what we're doing now.
So, but Dari just came across as someone who I would want to, identify with in terms of guidance, in terms of mentoring, in terms of
music style,
music style and all that. So that was, I really didn't waste time, So
it was like,
but he chose right. He
did. But I listened to you during that audition, and I knew for a fact that your best choice for that first level could have been Dari. So when Dari lost you, because you didn't lose Dari, really. So when it lost you, I was like, oh, you shouldn't have done that, but all well and good. And then I discovered that Dari is also a very contained artist, very sure of himself, very outgoing. Oh, yes. But Falz is going to challenge you and is going to bring you out there, because Falz is crazy. Falz is everywhere, is bold. And I'm still wondering why you're looking at the sky when your Falz is seriously. Let's do that with song first of all before I finish you on set this morning.
And then I'll ask you something about your chemistry with Peace.
Hey!
My God.
Before we go to that chemistry thing, can we sing this Dari song? I'm like waiting for that song. One of the reasons that I bought you so I can sing for me.
Okay, so let's do this.
It's shining again.
We have been together for so long, you've seen a part of me. Just how did this all go wrong? And you claim you gave to me your best just to make it work. Oh, just how did this all go wrong? Oh, 'cause I tried. Oh, see, my eyes are empty from all the tears I cried. Since this perfect love is hardly satisfied, give me one reason why I should hide my tears. Oh, and it's killing me inside. You're not the girl I used to know. You're a shadow of yourself. I think I lost you long ago. Like the book that's left the shelf, I hear the footsteps down my hall. And I know someday that will be you leaving me
for good.
For good.
Wow. See, Tommy,
wow.
If he sings for a matured woman like this, she will regress back to puberty. I swear, I'm telling you. Puberty straight, like back. I'm telling you.
Like automatic reverse.
You're good, man. You're good.
Thank you.
You're the girl I used to know.
Please don't sing. You will not spoil everything. The Holy Spirit is already here. You want to chase him away.
Holy Spirit.
You don't know this is the kind of song that can bring the Holy Spirit. I'm telling you. All you just need to do is to say receive after he has finished singing. Not put your voice again.
I not put my voice now. You just sang the I'm not the girl he used to know.
No, you guys.
He wasn't singing for you.
Who was he singing for?
See, he will soon leave. We'll come back to our reality.
Anyway, Dapo, it's still resonating with me that you left Dari's team and then you joined Falz. So let's talk about the lessons that you've taken from here, and then what you're taking currently from here in the live shows is going to be much more difficult.
Yeah, true. True.
What are those lessons you brought from Dari's group now into being part of Falz's team?
Okay, so joining Dari for me was just was an eye opener. I learned a lot of things in that short time.
Yeah.
I have always known how to sing, which he...
Hold on, please. You can send an SMS or WhatsApp to that number on the screen, or you just simply type it, like he has just about 5 minutes more before he leaves the show. Kindly do not call. Do me a favor. Don't call. Stop calling. Now let's stop.
Okay, so I learned, he made me know I could really sing, and all I needed to do was to aid my singing with performance, top-notch performance. Like,
yeah.
Dari, as far back as I know, is a top performer, stage, live, studio, and so I remember for my knockouts when I think the first thing he told me to do when I was going to meet him for my knockout song was he told me to run around the stage singing my knockout song, and I'm like, it was a circular stage, and singing my song. I sang I Want to Know by Joe.
I want to know what turns
so
you on.
Imagine running around a circular stage of that circumference and singing that song, and at some point I was like, tell me what I gotta do. I was breathing very hard, but what he said afterwards was that if I'm going to be doing a concert of about 2 hours and I'm like the only person built to sing for that concert, like my own concert, I would get tired after 10 minutes if I was not getting my stamina right. And that resonated a lot with me because to sing is one thing.
No wonder they always feel that artists are drugged.
Yes.
There's that general assumption that, they are drugged, they've had this, they've had that. So really it is about building your stamina, not about being high on something.
Stamina, you sing with your muscles.
Really?
As far as I know, and the muscles of your body have to be subjected to a level of pressure to accomplish a particular deliverable, talking about singing for a particular time.
Wow.
So
people think singing is just one of those things that you just sit down like this and do.
Oh no.
Singing is that work.
You're not going to do that to my singing. You're not going to do that to my singing, not at all. So, when he pointed at vocal stamina and he said there's a way, that's more psychological. There's a way nerves actually take off all the fluid in your mouth and you can hardly sing a note, which actually happened to me on that stage or during the knockout, because we're trying to sing for 4 spots and everybody on the team is amazing. So, irrespective of who you are, where you're coming from, sing to save yourself. And I started, it's amazing how you knock me out my feet. Every time you come around me, I get weak. So when I sang, nobody ever made me feel this way, all the saliva in my mouth just disappeared.
Wow.
My throat just got dry. I think it was when I looked at the box, like where the talents were seated, and they're like, man, coach is going to pick 4 from these people, and this
is my shot.
Do you understand? This is like my only shot, and then my throat just went dry, and I had to push through. I pushed through that performance, and my mind just went back to what he had taught me that week. Like, your stamina has to be top notch to be able to accomplish.
So that was what made him say, "I'm still putting you in."
He's the coach, and he has every right.
Yes.
And he has every form of discretion to make any decision.
But he would have noticed what you also noticed during your performance. That's what I'm saying.
I was singing. There was so much happening all around at that time.
True.
And his attention will be focused on what my performance was saying, because
at that point,
my singing was coming good and all that. So what is his performance? Is it representing what he's singing correctly and all that? So he might not have noticed.
True.
Yeah. So that is that about. I'm not sure anything concerning that had something to do with his decision. I think it was just based on his discretion and wisdom. For him, which I respect still today and beyond.
Now, you're here now, and you're at the critical stage in the competition, and I'm just wondering what people should be looking out for.
Well, look, what people should look out for is the live shows, though. We done the blind auditions, the knockouts, and the battles, and so the live shows entail that you sing, and I think you sing, and then your coach gets to save you. Probably the public has to vote for you and all that. So it's critical, as you have said. However, the grace of God supersedes You know, yes, and if there is one thing, myself and some other talents on the show actually bank on the grace of God more than we bank on our talents or what we can do, because we know that.
Don't tell me people are holding live videos and prayer meetings.
We have a lot of prayer.
Prayer is the key. Prayer is the key. Prayer is the master. Are we doing master?
I don't know why we deal with some CAC choir members in this place.
It's my fault.
Oh God.
That's what I'll tell you is this is a very big platform. It's a very huge platform. This is where Chike was 5 years ago. And Chike is one of the biggest artists right now. He's doing well for himself. I see you there. It's just the distance between where you are right now and your future is going to be traveled on the frequency of consistency. You have the voice. After this, what next? I know a lot of people know that you're going to go places, but you need to make up your mind. All those things you've been writing for the last 7 years, you need to start refining them. You need to hit the ground running. See, when the voice is over, don't sit down for a month, 2 months, 3 months. Be on the streets. That's all I have to tell
Somebody
you.
said, Dapo, you are doing well. That's Shonaike Omotola. Do you know her?
Shonaike Omotola, that's my big cousin. He's a guy.
Okay, hi Dapo, you've got a good tune. Please sing for us any Boys to Men song from J. Clef Music Enthusiast. Let me just quickly take some more. This is Favor Charity watching from Ujudubega. Good morning, Dapo. Right. Bonjour, madame. Issues bordering on cultism cuts across the female folks as well. This for you, Dr. Precious. Cultism, charity begins at home as regards habit and dressing in church and at the home front for girls. Good morning. Praise is grace. Dapo should choose his pace and the sky will be his limit. That's coming from Funke. Please stop calling the line now. Send SMS on WhatsApp. This one says, I'm so proud of you. You will surely make it. Okay, it's coming from Charity. All right, keep the messages coming. I'll just pick some of them and then we are definitely get to let Dapo go. But before we do that, Dapo, I really need to are we obeying the person I'm doing Boys to Men song? Mama, let's do Mama.
Or just allow him do anything he's comfortable with.
Somebody just made a request. Is it my fault?
Do you know if he has his own song?
This one says, just tuning in. Can't believe the raw voice. Keep it up from Awo.
Okay.
Just people watch the show anyway.
Now, what I'm saying is, he may have his own song.
That's the joker for the show now. You want him to be singing his own song. Want to let the cat out of the bag.
You don't get it.
Yeah.
This could trend.
Oh,
and
his
his
own
song would trend because he's trending right now. And when this trends, it sets the pace for you to release yours. You know, I managed some artists in the previous. So by the time, look at Efe. He went into Big Brother. Fierce was already released like a year ago. But while he was in the house, the video started trending. And he came out and consolidated and did more.
What do you think?
Sure.
Your choice. You just need to do a song for me that I would like.
His choice.
Fierce was released under a label. I'm not with a label yet, so I have I have rights that prohibit me from putting any material of mine out there.
Obvious, out there yet. Thank you.
But I could do something from Boys to Men, something different.
Okay. For the request that you got.
Is that okay?
Yes, please do.
Perfect.
As long as it's my song.
I want to do End of the
I
Road.
want the single ladies to enjoy the benefits. You are married.
Uncle, benefit of what? It's not music.
This naked voice
It's
is
my
not
show.
for you.
Single ladies. Single ladies. Oh God.
All the single ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies.
Beyonce did not clap her hand.
Okay.
Let's do. So what are you doing for us?
End of the Road.
Aha. Okay. Although we've come
Yeah, let's sing it together.
till the end of the road. Keep your voice. Still I can't let it go. It's so natural. You belong to me. I belong to you. Till the end of the road. Still I can't let it go. It's so natural. You belong to me.
I belong to you. No.
You have to remove your clothes.
Tomisin, I want to spray him money.
So you need to remove the clothes before you spray the money.
There's a way you feel when somebody sings. You just want to remove everything. See, Dapo, you will make heaven. You will make heaven.
Give him the money now.
I'll give him off camera and the song is finished.
Thank you so much, Dapo, for being here with us this morning. It's been a pleasure, a huge pleasure. We wish you all the best on The Voice Nigeria this season, and we're definitely rooting for you.
We're proud of you.
Definitely rooting for you.
We love you.
We'll take this break. When we come back, we're talking hard conversations. Oh my God, hard conversations. And it's going to be hot. Oh my God, no go. People, don't go away. I'll be back shortly.